Welcome back, Heels and Quads Media here on YouTube. I'm Tommy, and I'm back with another Spinning Saturday. Well, it's Sunday, but it's my wife's birthday. It's our wedding anniversary, 11 years married, her 37th birthday. She's a bit of a sugar mama because she did buy me a record for our anniversary. If you liked the video, please subscribe, comment, like, and share with your friends. Like I say, like we say, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Share the videos with somebody else. If you don't like it, maybe somebody else will. Even if you don't like them. So, we're doing Spinning Saturday on Spinning Sunday, and it also happens to be St. Patrick's Day. So to all of our Irish and drunk fans out there, Aaron go brah, happy St. Patty's Day. Drink one for me, because I don't drink no mo. I've got 5 new vinyl to share with everyone. Now, this series is showing you what I've picked up this week, but it's also I'm trying to show people that you can rebuild or build a vinyl collection on a budget. Because all of these, one of these are a 180 gram new pressing, or newer pressing. The rest are original, and they're not the greatest copies. They're not mint or near mint or sealed even, but they're very good to very good plus. Sometimes I even will settle for a good plus. But on eBay, I try to keep every record under $10. Sometimes I'll spend 18, sometimes I'll spend 20, sometimes I'll spend 28. But for the most part, I try to stay in that $2 to $10 range. It's a good way to build your collection up and still not, beat up your wallet. My collection has probably tripled in the last couple of months just by trying to keep it, dollar-wise, trying to keep it to a minimum. And also, you got to pay bills. You got to feed your family. I've got 3 live records. I went on a little live kick. I love live albums. Always have since I was a kid. Obviously, Kiss being my favorite band, Kiss Alive. Amazing album. And I've had that in my collection forever. That's one that just never left. I actually got that for my birthday. I want to say it was my 19th birthday. My friend Cameron, who is still my friend, and he also collects records, he bought that for me for my 19th birthday. So shout out to him. So I've got 3 live records and 2 studio records. One of the studio records being my anniversary gift for my wife, and also it is the repress 180 gram vinyl. So we'll start with the live records. From 1978, from the Motor City Madman, double live gonzo, Ted Nugent. Now, of course, we did interview Tom Werman on the channel, Ted Nugent's producer, and like we talked about there, it's not about politics. Ted Nugent's music speaks for itself. Amazing guitar player, songwriter, just musical genius, obviously. I'm not trying to battle politics in the comments, so don't even bother, because I won't respond. But, the sleeves is a little beat up, cover's a little beat up. Spine looks decent though, but the vinyl is just like primo condition. Like, it doesn't even look like it was ever played, and they probably got it for Stranglehold Cat Scratch Fever. So, but yeah, there's record 1. On to the second, also from 1978, and my favorite band of all time, Kiss and Kiss Alive 2. Now, I've found that rebuying Kiss albums is very frustrating for me because I know how much money I've spent on these in the past. And so, rebuilding a collection is also just as tough as building a collection. Maybe even tougher because you've purchased these before. So, one thing about this record is I have Kiss records with merch forms, but I've never had one with the Kiss Army envelope, which is awesome. Again, not the best condition, but I'd say a very good. A VG. And the vinyl is near mint, honestly. It's another one that doesn't even look like it's ever been played. Great live album, side 4, Rocket Ride, absolute classic from Ace Frehley. Love that song. I've always loved that song. Sexual innuendo is what I'm all about here. And then another live album. You wouldn't expect this on a metal channel or a hard rock channel, but I like to think outside the box. I'm a jack of all trades. I mean, I used to be an Elvis impersonator. From 1987, the year I was born, and my wife. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday. Love you, babe. Neil Diamond. Hot August Night 2. I've been a Neil Diamond fan since I was a kid. The first time I heard him was my dad's mom, my grandma. I remember she had in her little, it was like an office, kind of where my step-grandfather's office, and they had a Neil Diamond record, and I didn't know who Neil Diamond was at the time. I was probably, I'd say 6 or 7 maybe. And I was like, hey, who's that guy? He kind of has an Elvis-y look to him because he, obviously the glamorous shirts, it kind of reminded me of a jumpsuit. And she said, that's Neil Diamond. He started in the 60s. He wrote songs. And she told me about him, how he wrote I'm a Believer and Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon and all those songs. And I said, let's listen to it. And I fell in love with Neil Diamond, and I've been a Neil Diamond fan ever since. But it's got the hits on it. And most people would pick Hot August Night 1, the original from 72, over Hot August Night 2. This, in my opinion, is the better album. It was also recorded at the Greek Theater. And it was recorded in 86, released in 87. But this is also a promo copy. It has the gold stamp up here. I'd take it out, but it's too much. Too much work. But yeah, another one. I mean, there's one like little crease here. Doesn't ever look like it's been played. Other than when I played it, when I got it. But yeah, love Neil. Still love Neil. And actually what kind of made me need to get this one, that was like my favorite CD. One of my favorite CDs that I had as a kid. One of my favorite live albums ever. It's got the hits on it. Cherry Cherry, Sweet Caroline, of course. I Am I Said, Holly Holy, Heartlight, Hello Again, Love on the Rocks, America, all the Neil jams that people know and love, and Neil's just, he's cool. Alright, studio albums. Moving on. This album also from 1987. This album has always had a special place in my heart because when my parents got divorced when I was 4 years old, they both had this cassette in their respective vehicles. And I listened to it every single day on the way to school, from school when we didn't walk, home from school, uphill, both ways, in the snow, barefoot, pregnant, whatever, but constantly on a loop, this album for probably the first year my parents were divorced. So from 1987, kind of a throwback to last week, I believe, with this band. Decided to start collecting, but I had to get this one. Obviously, this has the hits on it. 1987's self-titled Whitesnake. Of course, it's got Still of the Night, which to me is the best Whitesnake song. And then everybody else's favorite, Here I Go Again. Crying in the Rain is a great opener. And Is This Love, obviously another Tawny Katane video hit. Alright, and finally, from my wife, happy anniversary. One I've been looking at, we interviewed this band's guitar player. Kind of what made us officially switch full-time to music from wrestling. Yes, I am wearing a Hulk Hogan shirt. Just got this, but I love Uncle Terry, and I'm going to support Uncle Terry till the end, brother. But I've been looking at, I wanted to start collecting this artist on vinyl since then, probably before then, because I really got into this band and the band's singer about 3 or 4 months before we did that interview with Andy LaRock, the guitar player. But it is King Diamond from 1989's Conspiracy, Sleepless Nights. Obviously, all of the singing YouTubers have all done their first reaction, first time hearing videos to Sleepless Nights. Great song, At the Graves, A Visit from the Dead. I mean, this album frickin' rocks. 40th anniversary, Metal Blade Records, 180 gram, black vinyl. I know there's a splatter version too. Didn't care, just wanted the record, and my wife came through, got it for me for her anniversary because she was tired of hearing me complain about wanting King Diamond on vinyl. and we listened to it yesterday. I got my big speakers hooked up to my console stereo that I showed in the first video. I'll play a little clip of King Diamond with the big speakers hooked up. Check it out. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, and I'll see you next time.